They're very anxious too, of course, to clear the decks on a few issues, as you can imagine, so that the cattle thing is one. The hospitals now, it's important concessions given to the states on hospitals. It's clearly that there's an anxiety around on these issues now that wasn't there a few months ago.
Well, they definitely want to clear the decks. The other huge outstanding issue that hasn't been fixed, though, is the Malaysian refugee swap. So that's still out there.
The Prime Minister did speak to her counterpart during the week, so they're trying to
get that,
bring that one to an
out
end.
of the way too. And I guess their hope is that once they clear these other contentious issues, they have carbon tax, they can maybe settle that down, and then they can try and turn the blowtorch on Abbott. I guess that would be their strategy, to see, you know, where Abbott goes from here, how far he continue his scare campaign, what his alternatives are.
2 years after an election, I mean, turning the blowtorch on Abbott is fine, but you know, there's a lot of government to be done, a lot of governance to be done between now and then, so maybe they could do a bit of that as well.
That would help.
This was touted as a huge reform. You know, this was meant to be a triumph for Julia Gillard, and the centrepiece was the shifting of much of the responsibility for health back to the Commonwealth. And quietly during the week, you've seen the legislation shuffled out, and it looks nothing like the original announcement.
Well, it's back with the states.
It's not really responsibility issues that they handed over. It was issues like the 4-hour waiting time. They say there will be exceptions to that.
The years are pushed out.
The big concession, I think, is on the monitoring body, which will now be essentially sort of much more, at least, balanced between the Commonwealth and the states about what the standards are. But I think this goes to a much broader issue, which we're seeing at the moment coming out of the Audit Office and other places, which is this whole idea about reforming the Commonwealth-state financial arrangements. Everybody's saying, look, it's good in practice, but we really don't have enough monitoring in place of whether the states are actually delivering what they've said they would deliver. The COAG Reform Council has been very strong on this. They're saying we're not getting... It's not that anybody's doing anything bad necessarily, but we don't have enough information to see whether this new arrangement of Commonwealth and state responsibilities is actually working.
But it also goes to the big bang announcement effect this government likes, you know, where they hail something as an historic reform. And then in the process of implementation, what we see is it unravelling. And I mean, this is going to be the danger with the carbon tax as well.